They said the story ended when the lights dimmed, but anyone who knows Kai and Tan Songyun understands that nothing truly ends when the curtain falls. It simply transforms into something more enigmatic, more alive. After that fateful night at Vogue China's Autumn Gala, Shanghai didn't sleep. Every cafe, every social media feed, every trending list was burning with one question: were Kai and Tan Songyun back in each other's orbit for real? Or was it just another meticulously designed masterpiece of illusion? The answer, as always, hovered somewhere in the soft gray between fantasy and truth. By sunrise, reporters stationed outside their hotels reported identical details: the same early morning call time, the same brand vehicles parked out front, and, curiously, the same bouquet of pale camellias delivered to both suites. Camellias, the flower of longing and silent admiration. It didn't take long for online sleuths to decode what that meant. "He sent them," one fan declared. She replied with her smile. Screenshots spread faster than wildfire, and the digital world began weaving stories faster than the stars themselves could react. Within 12 hours, a 10-minute fan-made documentary titled "The Story Beneath the Lights" hit 1 million views. It was a compilation of every known clip of the duo, from their first drama together to their Vogue moment, layered over a haunting piano track that made the entire internet ache with nostalgia. Comment sections overflowed with confessions. "I don't care if it's marketing," one wrote. "I just want to believe that kind of connection still exists." Another replied, "They look at each other like home." When Tan Songyun posted a photo 2 days later, a quiet picture of her sitting by the window, city lights reflected in her eyes, captioned simply, "Some stories begin when the cameras stop," the internet imploded again. Kai's response was subtle but sharp. He uploaded a clip of city rain gliding down a car window, his voice barely audible in the background saying, "Some promises are made in silence." No names, no explanations, but for fans, that was enough. The world collectively gasped and fell into a storm of speculation. Even international media picked up on the phenomenon, calling it China's most cinematic unspoken romance. Analysts debated whether this was the dawn of a real relationship or the birth of the most genius PR narrative in modern entertainment. But amid the chaos, one undeniable truth shimmered: their story, whether real or not, had captured hearts across continents. What few knew was that behind the scenes, brands, directors, and producers were scrambling. Within a week, offers flooded in for them to co-star again. Every major luxury label wanted to book them together. Some insiders leaked that the Vogue appearance had not been random, but planned months in advance, a secret collaboration between their agencies to test public reaction. If so, the results were beyond successful. Their names dominated the top searches for 2 straight weeks. Yet there was something deeper in their silence, something unscripted that no amount of marketing could manufacture. During a backstage interview at a subsequent brand event, a reporter asked Kai directly, "What do you think of Tan Songyun's performance that night?" His answer was immediate, his gaze unflinching. "She was radiant," he said simply. "She always is." The clip went viral instantly. Meanwhile, Tan Songyun was asked in another interview, "Do you keep in touch with Kai?" She smiled, her eyes glimmering in a way that made viewers hold their breath. "Sometimes words aren't needed," she replied. "Some connections don't require updates." That line alone gathered over 50 million views within hours. People weren't just watching, they were emotionally invested. Entire fan bases reignited, calling themselves the Golden Thread, symbolizing the invisible bond between them. They trended not as individuals, but as a shared entity. Fashion pages praised their aura, psychology blogs analyzed their dynamic, and marketing experts called it the perfect fusion of authenticity and aspiration. But to the fans, it wasn't strategy, it was destiny. In one leaked behind-the-scenes video, filmed accidentally during a commercial shoot, Kai was seen adjusting the edge of Tan Songyun's gown so it wouldn't drag across the floor. She turned, thanked him softly, and their eyes met for barely a second, but that second was enough to break the internet once more. One user captioned it, "You can't fake tenderness." Another wrote, "That's love without words." The longer they stayed silent, the louder the world became. By the third week, Vogue officially released a documentary-style short titled The Night We Believed. It showed unseen footage of the gala, Kai offering her his arm, Tan Songyun laughing quietly under her breath as they posed, his hand subtly hovering behind her back to guide her through the flashes. The narration spoke about elegance, but everyone knew what the film was really about: chemistry. It's not acting, one critic wrote. It's emotional resonance. And suddenly, even skeptics started to soften. Because deep down, we all crave stories that make us feel alive again, that remind us of gentleness in a chaotic world. When art and emotion merge, it doesn't matter whether it's real, it feels real, and that's enough. Then came the rumor that shook everything: a new drama, secretly greenlit, starring both Kai and Tan Songyun once more, titled Whispers Beneath the Rain. The plot? Two former lovers reunited by fate after years apart. The parallels were too perfect. Is life imitating art, or art imitating life? Commentators mused. The announcement, though unofficial, was enough to crash streaming platforms' search systems. Fans preemptively made posters, storyboards, even fan trailers with AI-generated clips. And through it all, neither Kai nor Tan Songyun said a word. Their silence became poetry. The media called it the new language of love in the digital age. But behind the glitter, there was something profoundly human. A close staff member, anonymously quoted, said they respect each other deeply. When the cameras stop, they talk about everything: life, family, art. It's not about fame anymore, it's about understanding. That line alone reignited public affection. Viewers began to see them not just as stars, but as people navigating love and responsibility under relentless spotlight. Kai's quiet chivalry, Tan Songyun's serene strength, they became symbols of a softer, purer form of connection, rare in today's rapid world. And then, as if scripted by destiny, they appeared again, weeks later, at an art exhibition in Beijing. No red carpet this time. No flashing cameras, just them, standing before a painting titled Eternal Reflection. A fan managed to capture a blurry shot: Kai looking at the painting, Tan Songyun standing beside him, both lost in thought. The image went viral again, captioned simply, "Some reunions don't need an announcement." Perhaps that was the secret of their allure, not the spectacle, but the subtlety. They didn't chase attention, they became attention. Every move was both intimate and monumental. Even luxury brands noticed. Sales of Tan Songyun's gowns label skyrocketed 300%, while Kai's watch became sold out within hours. But what fans truly held onto wasn't the products, it was the feeling. The feeling that for once, the world slowed down to watch two souls possibly rediscover each other. By month's end, analysts estimated the media value of their Vogue appearance exceeded 800 million yuan, but numbers meant little compared to what lingered in the air, that collective sigh of belief. Because, whether planned or not, they gave the world something real in a world addicted to performance. And that's why, months later, when Kai posted a photo of a golden horizon with the words, "Every sunset is a promise," and Tan Songyun responded with, "Every dawn keeps it," the internet didn't just react, it melted. Fans called it the continuation of their unspoken dialogue. Critics admitted defeat. Maybe, one journalist wrote, the line between acting and truth doesn't matter anymore when what they create is this beautiful. And that's how legends are born, not through confirmation, but through emotion. Kai and Tan Songyun had become more than co-stars, more than icons. They became the embodiment of what people crave most in a fleeting world: connection that feels infinite, even if it's temporary. As the year closed, their story had transcended time zones, languages, and logic. It became not just entertainment, but a shared dream that millions chose to believe in. Because maybe that's the real magic of stars, not their distance, but the way they make us look up. So whether it was love, destiny, or the most masterful illusion ever staged, it no longer mattered. What mattered was how it made us feel, alive, hopeful, and willing to believe again, if only for a moment beneath the glow of Shanghai's eternal night. And maybe somewhere, in a quiet corner of that same city, They smiled knowing that they had turned the simple act of walking together into something unforgettable, a heartbeat that echoed across the world. Thank you for watching 24H News, TM. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts below. Tell us, do you believe it was fate, or was it a flawless plan? Either way, one truth remains. For that brief, shining moment, Kai and Tan Songyun made us all believe in love again.